If you have a sexual fetish for weird aliens, then you can watch this video. If you don't, continue to watch this video and don't leave so you can be warned about these kind of things. I found one of the most low-key fucked up aliens in movie history, okay? In one of the dumbest scenes, arguably. People call it one of the dumbest scenes in sci-fi history ever. And it's, in my opinion, 50% of the reason why people don't even like this movie. But there's something more to this scene. There's a special ability that this alien holds. And I'm gonna get to it because it is insane, y'all. No one has ever thought about this. At least if they have, ignore that. Ignore any of their videos and just listen to me, okay? The movie Prometheus, made by Ridley Scott, showed us a lot of weird aliens. The trilobite creature, okay? I made a whole video on that. And then you have this guy, the Hammerpede. And there's something very, very specific about this Hammerpede. He is one of many worms that got infected by the pathogen and mutated into this. Worms. Keep that in mind, okay? And these two dumb fuck scientists, of course, are the ones to get attacked by it. Because they just needed to get a touch on it. Now, are they dumb? That's one of the biggest criticisms of this movie. Ridley Scott wrote two very abhorrently stupid scientists. Scientists who were supposed to have a high IQ to the point where they were hired for this mission. Are they really dumb? Well, let me say this. From the opening scene, based on the dialogue that they have with each other, their first scene in the movie is them talking to each other. And it goes like this. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Listen, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to make money. That's the dialogue between them. When I was watching this, I'm like, okay, Ridley Scott clearly doesn't care about fleshing these characters out. They are caricatures, not characters. So I was like, yeah, these characters suck and they're probably gonna die very fast in the movie, and lo and behold, they were. The way they died is very controversial, but I'm gonna make it make sense, y'all. I'm gonna make this scene better. See, these two characters come across this thing, this little space cobra that rises up. They don't know what this fucking thing is, but it looks like this. Now, the normal reaction for anyone who is normal and is somewhat smart is to back away and run. Get as far away from that fucking thing as possible. But what do these guys do? Especially the one dude over here. He is like, oh, hey, sweetie, hey, cutie. Like it's a poodle or something, or a cat. Why does he do this? Well, there's many conclusions. Does he have a low IQ despite being a hired scientist expert? Who's a Darwinist expert as well? Well, I don't know if he has I don't think it makes sense to say he has a high IQ because he's a freaking hired scientist. Does he have a sexual fetish for like snakes? That could be a possibility. Is he delusional? Is he thinking that there's something about this creature that's cuter than he is? Or is he just mentally ill? You either have to have the lowest IQ or you are mentally ill. You have like whatever that chick from 28 years later was suffering from when she just decided to walk into that train and help a zombie out with a pregnancy. Maybe you have dementia or some shit, I don't know. But what if I told you it's none of that? What if I told you that the Hammerpede alien has a specific ability that draws people to it? Don't leave. Remember what I said, this is a mutated worm that got exposed, a worm that got exposed to the pathogen and turned into the snake thing, okay? I want you to take notice about something. It latches on to you quick, it has acid blood, and it has an after effect in the form of some kind of infection that it can give you when biting into you or something like that. We don't really see the true extent of this, but this creature acts like a precursor to a facehugger. They kind of react and interact with life the same way. The facehugger has a specific lifestyle that's more refined. Comes from an egg, latches onto you, throws a mutagen into you, and then impregnates you and turns into a xenomorph, right? That's a more refined version of what's happening with the Hammerpede. The Hammerpede, remember, is not like this created facehugger with a specific biological life cycle. It's literally just a worm that got mutated. But it has the pathogen seems to give it similar effects to anything that's xenomorph related, right? Instead of latching onto your face and dropping something into you, it goes inside of you. It goes inside of you, into your mouth, and goes inside of your body. When I look at this being, I'm like, why is it going inside the body? Is it trying to eat him? Well, I don't think so. I don't think that's what's happening here. It could just do that it had a control of his entire arm. It could just eat him from there, but no, it wanted inside. And it doesn't seem to tear at him like Calvin does in the movie Life when it's entering into Ryan Reynolds or killing any other victims. No. I think it's endoparasitic, just like the facehugger. but instead of dropping something into you and creating a xenomorph, it goes inside of you and maybe reproduces from the inside. Maybe releasing eggs, whatever it might be. And remember, this creature can regenerate. They try to kill it and it can regenerate its limbs. It's a perfect organism for seeding itself into people. It's perfect. It is truly a bioweapon. It is a parasite. Comparing it to the facehugger, it has more to do to reproduce. The facehugger simply latches onto you and drops something in you. This thing has to make the effort of going inside of you, and we don't know what happens because we never see what happens to the scientist that dies. But one can assume it probably births other versions of itself within that body. It needs a host. But it needs to go through the effort of going inside of you to do it, whereas the facehugger grabs you, drops something into you, and is done. But it might be more effective at catching victims than the facehugger. Remember, the facehugger has to wait inside a fucking egg and sense a life form nearby for the egg to open up and then push that facehugger onto your face, right? That's a very, very long waiting process that a facehugger would have to be unless it's put in the perfect environment at the right time. This creature literally is Darwinism, because this creature is meant and given the ability to do things a lot faster. I believe this creature has the ability to draw others to it. I think this guy wasn't dumb. I don't think he was low IQ. I think he was irresistibly drawn to this thing without even knowing it. This creature is a worm. Some worms have the ability to manipulate pheromones, like this whatever the hell you call it, elegans. They use pheromones to manipulate the behaviors of others to forage and reproduce. So it's very possible that the worms that were infected by the pathogen were some of those worms, and the pathogen grew them and also heightened that ability. So the facehugger is a molester. It violently, non-consensually jumps on top of you and impregnates you. This creature is a seducer. It manipulates your pheromones. I mean, I guess that's not consensual either, but fuck it. It manipulates your pheromones and makes you drawn to it. And in this case, makes this dude want to fuck it. Oh, let me touch it. It's so cute, so beautiful. Oh, then it goes inside it to reproduce. It's a fucking seducer. So imagine that. Imagine what this says about the pathogen. If my theory is correct, which it is, Ridley Scott. I made your scene better. Thank me later. Your scene where you wrote these scientists to be dumb as fuck for the convenience of the plot. No, I made it better by expanding on the lore of the hammerpede and the pathogen. Because guess what? The pathogen, if this theory is plausible, then it's plausible that the pathogen not only mutates and grows the organism, but it heightens said ability of the organism itself. So there is an aspect of the organism that remains. Even though it's evolutionarily rapidly evolving into a different mutated being, it still has some of its base abilities. In the case of the worms, it has pheromone manipulation, but now heightened on an enhanced scale to the point where it can literally seduce a man, a grown man, to want to touch it. So it can get inside of it. That's fucked. That's the hammerpede for you guys, folks. The most disturbing, predatory in some ways, sexually seducing alien of all time. I made so many videos on sexual aliens, and this is one of them. Because the Alien franchise is ripe with sexual aliens. Alright, if you want to know what some other aliens that are coming our way from the Alien universe are, from the new Alien Earth trailer, I broke them all down in this video over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.